Hi guys, it's Sam from Bargain.hunting.blonde, and today I am bringing to you a video of what I ended up purchasing and keeping from the By the Pool collection, which is Louis Vuitton's summer 2021 collection. It's the beautiful ombres in like the yellow to the pink, in the like gray to the peach, and in the like white to the blue print. It's like, they're very beautiful. If you guys have seen one of my past videos, which I will put up above and down below in the description box, I had bought a multi-pochette in the mist from that collection and a Victorine in the mist from that collection, and both were heavily damaged. I had bought them brand new from online. I had stayed up to get them, and it was just super disappointing. So if you want to see more about that and like just kind of the extent to which the products like should never have made it to a customer, just because like I don't know how they made it through QC, please watch that video. But this is about what I ended up either replacing from that video or just completely buying new. So first, let's start with the replacement item. And I did mention that I would try to replace it in my last video, and that is in this little box. So I did buy this brand new. It came from a great SA in the Bloomingdale's in San Francisco that has a Louis Vuitton. She was able to order it for me. She sent it to herself. She checked it and then she sent it to me. It did have, you know, all the cute ribbons and everything, but I cannot get the cute like ribbon look on these boxes to save my life. So once it's off, it's off. So I just have a bunch of like ribbon everywhere because I like cannot tie them back on. I need to like watch a YouTube video about it. But I can tell from the box that it's something little. In another little dust bag. I love the little Louis Vuitton dust bags. I think they're so cute. And I know a lot of people don't store their SLGs in them, but I do. I think they're really cute. It is the Victorine, the replacement Victorine in mist. So as I explained in my last video, I love the mist colorway. It does go from like a peach to like a cream, and you can see it a little more on the back. It is the kind of go to a gray, so it is supposed to be the sunset. It is a combination of the normal sized monogram, which you can see a little more on the back, and the big monogram on top, which I just think is so beautiful. And the piece de resistance on this piece for me is the metal button. I do have the monogram Victorine with the rose ballerine interior, which has a leather button, which I had to replace within like a month of using it, which was unfortunate. So when I saw that this limited edition piece had the metal button, I was stoked. I was so excited when I got to order it online, and then it came and it was damaged. This one, luckily, thankfully, like I was so thankful when I opened it, is not damaged. So if you guys will have seen my past video, the damage was to this spot right here. There was, let's see if it'll focus a little more. There we go. You can see that it's like the bottom of the bill holder right there. So it is a little less round always on this side, regardless of the Victorine you're getting, if it's the monogram, if it's the limited edition one. But it had a very visible extra stitch, and this one does not, which I was so thankful for. As you can see, it is a little rounder on this side. But again, that's the style of wallet, because where the bill, bottom of the bill slot is, that's why it creates it a slightly less round on this bottom side versus the top, which is going to be round because it's not any extra stitching or sewing. This one, if it'll focus, it's very hard on the peach interior with the gold, is made in Italy, which I have actually found is very common for a lot of their limited edition pieces, which I think is interesting because you would expect them to be made in France. This is the typical Victorine style, so you do have 6 card slots, 3 and 3. You have slots underneath both of them where you can put more cards. You do have a zippy coin part right there, and it holds bills, receipts, whatever else you want up there, full sized, which is why I love this wallet, because it's compact, but it is not a card holder, which I cannot work with card holders. I have way too many cards. I have 2 IDs, you know, 2 credit cards, then I have my bank card, and then on top of it, I'll end up having, you know, whatever, wherever you are, like traveling wise, like if you have a tube card, you have your healthcare card, like it just does not gonna fit in a little slip card holder that holds like 4 to 5 cards. And if it does, it really stretches it out and then they fall out. So we do not get along. I would love to get along with some of them. I find them beautiful, but I have bought and sold quite a couple because like they just don't work for me. But this is very similar in size to the wallet I'm currently using now, which is my Gucci card holder in the black. Oh, excuse me, Gucci card holder in the black. Apparently that was hard for me to say, which is very similar in size. It is a little shorter than the Victorine, as you guys can see, but it is thicker than the Victorine. and both do have what I require, which is the card slots. They have the coin purse part, and then they hold full bills. So I love both of these. This one is much more reasonable than the Louis Vuitton, and it is also actually leather while this is canvas, but I still love both and use them for different reasons. And I do actually need to switch out of my Gucci one because I've been using it for way too long. Since it is black, it has gotten lost in a couple places where I stored it to be safe, and then I didn't see it, like in the bottom of a bag because it's black and I didn't see it and I was freaking out, and then my husband found it. So yeah, maybe it's time for the peach Victorine, but I was really happy I got to replace this. I really appreciated her ordering it for me. It did take like 2 weeks to come in, but it was worth it because I had been stalking the online website and did not see it restock. So I was a little worried I wasn't gonna be able to replace that piece. But they seem to have made a little more of this collection, which I do appreciate, because it's nice when you can actually like buy what you want and you didn't have to pre-order it. Or you can't even pre-order canvas anymore from Louis Vuitton. So my next piece is in this giant dust bag. I did not have this in my previous video. I did say to you guys that I was returning the multi-pochette and not repurchasing. So instead of getting the multi-pochette, I just ended up purchasing this guy. So, and it is the, you guys can somewhat see, OnTheGo GM in the mist. So this, you can see the colorway a little better. It is the peach, have like a cream, and then you do have the gray at the top. It is actually surprisingly, like, it's coming up a little brighter than I think it actually shows up in person on the camera. It is kind of almost like more neutrals, and when you're kind of looking at it, you're like, oh, is that a brown? Is that a peach? Which is nice because I think it'll make it a little more usable all year round, even though, like, if you love a color, you should use it all year round. But like I said, this is the OnTheGo in the GM. It was very expensive, much more than any of the other limited edition ones I've bought, and I do have 2 from previous summer collections. I did purchase it actually in the mist and the blue. I went to store and they didn't have either, so they were like, just order them online and then you can return one, so I did. I decided not to go with the blue because the blue is a little bright, which makes it seem a little more juvenile to me, especially when you had like the flower on it, which, as you guys can see, I have very much already removed from this bag because I do not like it. But my husband was like, yeah, I prefer the mist like 20 billion times more than the blue. And I also already have a blue one from summer 2020, so it made sense to try something a little different. And this mist colorway is nothing I've ever seen before. Let's go into some details. So this OnTheGo actually does have Vachetta on it. As you guys can see, the handle's Vachetta, these little corner tabs are Vachetta with gold hardware, and then the longer shoulder straps are also Vachetta, which I really appreciate the width of these shoulder straps. I wish they would do something a little wider on the Neverfull, because when you stuff the Neverfull, it gets very heavy very quickly, which I do routinely all the time, which I probably shouldn't, but it has been okay so far. The interior is like this gray beige striping, which is very beautiful. And this piece, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it, is actually made in France, which is nice because like I said, I've noticed that a lot of the limited edition pieces are made in Italy. And then this must be one of the last collections, if not the last collection, to actually have a date code in it. This does not have the chip in it. It falls back against me because it's so big. It does not have the chip in it. I will do another video about my feelings about the chip. I don't have as many feelings on Louis Vuitton chipping their bags as I do Chanel, which I will get to in another video, but I do love this bag. I have already used it. I could not wait. I just think it's perfect for summer. I love when I can just shove everything in a bag and like not even have to worry about what's in there, which is what totes are for. I'm now at 4 in my OnTheGo collection, and at the moment, there's no OnTheGo that I would like to add to my collection, but that does not mean another one will not come out. Luckily, I do not like the jungle animal print collection, so I will not be adding one of those, but they are getting really, really pricey. This one, which is like basically all canvas, was $3,050 before tax, so they're definitely getting up there, and this, because of that, with price increases, this might be my last one. So we will see, but that is what I ended up getting / keeping / replacing from the OnTheGo collection. If you like these sort of videos, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. If you want to see how I style my bags, please make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and my blog, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!